Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty and I'm back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. Yo, West Ham, man. West Ham, they just can't beat us. Like, we literally gave them a 3-goal lead, and they still couldn't beat us. But you know what? Overall, on the run of the game, it was terrible. Just terrible. Let's be real. We started off so slow, so bad, so lethargic. We couldn't even put 1-2s together. We couldn't get the ball. We couldn't get passes together. We couldn't get in sync. Overall, just frustrating. And you know what? Saka had chances. Aubameyang had a couple chances. Lacazette saved our dinner today. He did good today, Lacazette. But yo, overall, the team showed that they still care about the manager. Arteta must have done something at halftime to go in and cuss them out because they deserve that. But yo, they went in and they did something eventually. They got around. They got the job done. They got the draw from a position that it looked like we were never going to come back. But we ended up coming back, getting 3 goals. We were 3-0 down, you know. How bad is that? But yo, I'm just happy we came back and we did something. I'm not celebrating the draw. I'm disappointed in the draw. We could have definitely got more from this game. Saka clear-cut chances at the beginning of the game, missed up. Bare chances at the beginning of the game. And if I just show you guys the XG, West Ham should have probably won this game. West Ham should have buried us. But look at this. West Ham should have buried us. They should have buried us. We had chances, don't get me wrong, but West Ham should have buried us. But they didn't, luckily. And you know what? On the run of play, we got 2 own goals. We got a little lucky today. But yeah, it's not the best day. Everyone, if you want to jump on in, you can jump on in. We're going to do the post-match react and player ratings right now. This is EGTV. Let's get started. Bang. Yes, people. So the first person I got on is Dizzy. Dizzy, what you saying, bro? Dizzy, what you saying?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What you up to, man?
Bro, I'm so pissed off right now, man. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, that's why no
Like-
one's celebrating this draw.
Bro, like, what is there to celebrate, like, in the first place?
Nothing. Just we came back. That's it.
We shouldn't have been 3 goals down in the first place, to me. Like, like, those 3 goals were so stupid, bro. Lingard's goal was great, though. But, like, Leno, I defend Leno all the time, but that goal was very stupid. Like, oh, Lord. Yo, like, I have nothing to smile right now, bro. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah, no, man. During the game, me and Sahal were just fighting. Like, I don't know if you're watching, but like me and Sahal were just fighting. Sahal, bro, I wasn't trying to get at you, bro. It was just a mad thing today. This game was a mad thing. What are you up to, man? Were you upset? Are you still upset? Sahal,
Yo.
are you still upset? Or are you cool now?
Cool down a bit, yeah.
Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Honestly, I still kind of feel the same way, man. The first half was terrible, and then we stopped playing as soon as we conceded. And Egal, this is a question for you, bro. And I understand, bro, but the question for you: what's the difference between our players between the first half and the second half? That's the question for me.
Mentality.
If this is still no, I don't think it's the mentality, and I'll tell you why. Because they always show up. They always show up in a second half. This entire season, we've been showing up in the second half. So whatever Arteta's doing in the second half is clearly working. So why can he not get ready the team in the first half? I don't think it's mentality.
That's not true. There's been games.
Bro,
when
there's
it's up.
handful games. Handful. It's not
Yeah,
more
so
than
that's
five. I don't think it's
so
more than 5.
that's mentality,
What's
bro.
the pattern? The
It's
pattern is that
mentality.
we've been terrible first halves.
That's
And-
mentality.
The
It's
reason
not
why we
it's
didn't, as Ken would say, and you're not
This is
looking
not
at the reasons.
this is not the only season campaign I'm seeing this from this Arsenal. it's not the first time I've seen this. Like, if you've been watching Arsenal long enough, you know this is something that we've been doing for years. Why does this
Bournemouth away,
surprise
right? Was
anyone?
it Bournemouth away? We went 3-0
Southampton, remember? Back in the
Southampton,
day.
yeah. That's
I've
good.
seen it against Swansea. I've seen it against so many different teams. It's a mentality thing. And I'm trying to show you. When we were talking about AC Milan early on in the season, yeah, and we're saying look how great they're doing. I'm saying it looks lovely right now. They need to get over that barrier. We're still at that point. We need to get over that barrier, and it's going to take something significant like a Europa League, something like that, to break that. We're a mentality midget. That's what we are. We decide when to do it, when to turn up, and when not to turn up. And it's like it took us 30 minutes to understand that, guys, we're not in bed anymore. We're actually playing West Ham. We're playing a London derby. Step it up.
Yeah, no, bro. It's
Cash, the thing with me is I just don't look. I understand that I understand your point about us historically not doing it, but under Ateta, I think it's I understand on the Wenger we've been bad in first halves and we've not been showing up as well. But this is just some next level of we literally do not play. We don't pass fast. The tactics always seem wrong. We
Wait,
don't
so
come
how?
out
Tactics
with
weren't
any
wrong at all. It's the
urgency.
same
We don't
tactics
come.
from the first
It's like
half.
there's nothing. It's like the
Bro, it's
first
the
half.
same.
We rather not show up at all. We just
It's the
should
same
come
So
up
how,
tactics.
bro?
in the second half.
So how?
so how.
Sometimes
Let
it feels like
you
when we. Sorry, go on.
No,
It's
go
been
ahead, go
like
ahead.
this for years, bro. Like it's been like this for years. From Wenger to that guy, like it's been like this for years, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, and sometimes it feels like when we criticise like Arsenal, we just use like generic criticisms like, oh, what are the tactics, what's our style of play, or the passing was this, or Xhaka was backwards. The first 30 minutes had nothing to do with football ability, only mentality and attitude. That's all it was. It was nothing to do with us losing the ball or passing the ball. Of course, there were moments of sloppiness on the ball, but it all just came down to a lack of desire. That was it. Nothing
I
else.
disagree.
No desire.
I feel
Not
like
about tactics.
the first.
It wasn't about tactics.
I feel like the
It wasn't
first
about
30 minutes, guys, they actually were not listening to Arteta's strategies and what he wanted us to do. If you look at it, they were kicking the ball long. They were not actually playing out the
We
back.
weren't getting on the ball. Yeah.
They weren't coming to show for the ball, and there was a reason why I specifically called out Aubameyang, because I felt like Aubameyang was waiting for Lacazette to drop deep and not pick up the possession. But you know what? As a wide winger, you need to sometimes drop deeper to help build the play, and he was not helping to build the play. He was just sitting at the edge of the line.
Even besides the tactics, yeah, cool. If you don't want to put it down to the tactics, yes, I understand we were getting outplayed.
I think
but that's
both
because we
managers
weren't
are to blame today.
That's because we weren't getting on the ball. Shaka and Partey was not getting on the ball.
Tom, you're next.
But
Don't worry.
besides
No
the
worry,
tactics,
brother.
when it came to the final moments for those 2 goals, that was nothing to do with either West Ham playing well or Arsenal playing bad. The fact is, when it came to individual moments where David Luiz just backing off Antonio, that's things that you see in training. You're backing off him. Of course, you're inevitable. It's gonna be inevitable that he's gonna pick someone out. You got to put pressure on the player. Change his mind. Make him go backwards. Make him go to the byline and whip it in. But the fact is, you're backing off. He's gonna see that player, which was Lingard, coming on the edge of the box. It's an easy pass to play. I could play that 9 out of 10 times in my sleep.
David Luiz was so like the way he closed out Antonio was almost like, oh, come on, like where you going? It was so just lackluster, like, and that was from the off.
But that's
and I was
but
like,
that's the
wow.
worst thing that someone can face. Once you beat your right back and you're one-on-one against a defender, it opens up the whole attack. So it makes sense that they scored from that cutback. But the worst part about the cutback is, one, no one even getting close to Jesse Lingard. One ball gets to him.
The midfielders wasn't in the game. Xhaka and Partey was sleeping. Through that 30 minutes, they were sleeping. The amount of times there was dropping too deep onto.
Let's get a West Ham's perspective after you.
It was similar to the goal we conceded against Wolves. Moutinho at the edge of the box. We dropped way too deep. They didn't find their position. They wasn't in the correct position at the right time.
Yeah, let's be real. Xhaka and Partey first half were awful.
Tom,
yeah, you're right,
from my perspective, the 2 own goals that your team scored, are you more upset at your team bottling the 3-goal lead, or are you more happy with the draw?
First of all, I'm going to say that good game, guys, and I hope everyone's good. It was very emotional that game. I was on Wax's stream, and it was very good. I want to say that neither manager should. I think both managers should get absolutely pelted today for their set. I think both managers can't be defended.
1 second. Yo, Skills, 1 second. Let me just read the super chat. Sorry. Skills says Odegaard is playing like prime Ozil and drop Aubameyang. Odegaard did play really, really well, and we're going to get onto that.
Match. Yeah. No, I was going to say that both managers can't be protected today. Moyes or Arteta. I think both managers both deserve to get absolutely slated today. I think Moyes today, after 3-0, we dropped back and allowed you to get the game. And we know, I said even though I don't rate Arteta, I rate the quality you've got in your side, like the Sakas, the Lacazette, the Aubameyangs, and that's what happened. Like, I just don't think either of us should be happy with the draw today, no matter what.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
No,
it was a gutless performance.
I think both managers should both get slated today. I think they've both ruined the game for each other. Like, that's my opinion on it. I think both managers shouldn't get away with today. Like Moyes,
I think that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh on both managers. I just think that for the first 30 minutes, you started really, really well. You were bright and we were asleep, and you capitalised on your mistakes. And for the next 60 minutes, because we have maybe more of a intricate style of play and maybe better players in some positions, that we just took advantage of that possession and we eventually goals.
But then you could say if we had better players, we would be scoring the chances that we had. Like in the
totally.
Should have been 4-5.
Totally, but I don't think it's a criticism of the managers, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, what about people saying it's harsh? It's harsh. It's not harsh. It's embarrassing, says Cams. I know Cams thinks very differently from you, Harry. But what do you say to
the others? The same as me. I think the same as Cam. It is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I think it's what I mean. Like you should criticise people, man. Like it's not harsh. They're getting paid a lot.
No, he has. To be fair, he has.
No, I'm saying that I think to simply say that both managers got it wrong, I don't think is a fair assessment. I think sometimes the game is just what it is. For the first 30 minutes, you dominated, you scored goals. For the next 60 minutes, we dominated, we scored goals. Of course, you can set up differently, but the truth is, that 30 minutes that you played at the start, West Ham, which was incredibly dominating possession-wise, I don't believe you always play like that. You're always a bit more pragmatic. So you kind of reverted back to what you usually are. And usually we are that last 60 minutes where we just want to have the ball as much as we can. So we just kind of cancelled each other out. And
I think the way you played in the first 30 minutes is how I see you play most of the time. That's what I'm saying. Like you're slow on the ball. Xhaka's on the ball, doesn't know what to do with it. He either plays around the back four. Everyone's pointing where to go, where to receive it. There's nothing going on. There's no movement. Like it's got better since the start of the season. At the start of the season, I used to be like the reason you're not because no one's making moves. No one knows where to run. It reminds me how we played under Pellegrini, where someone would have it on the back four. Someone's pointing. Yeah, it's all nice having a ball, but there's no penetration. Like you can't get into your forward players, or if you do, you don't know how to penetrate the penalty area.
That's because a lot of people hide, and I keep saying it again. Pellegrini is a good manager, won a Premier League title. You can't blame that on him that people ain't moving. People are not moving because they're hiding. I see it all the time. They're hiding from taking responsibility. They don't want to be in the game.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think
the only person that wasn't hiding and actually could have held his head up was Odegaard. He wanted to get on the ball. He wanted to make things happen. Some players didn't.
I don't think that's a fair assessment of Arsenal. I think the first 30 minutes from Arsenal was just awful, shambolic. And it wasn't about movement or whatever. It was just lazy and slow. I think most of the games, we always have a good share of possession. We always have good movement, always create chances. We always progress the ball pretty well. But today, we were just... Today was like Aston Villa in December.
The only time you've had that is
Chambers got man of the match.
Before, you wasn't like that. You played the exact same like that before you went that good run before December. You've only just started doing that now, maybe because you've got a Cam that Arteta wants to play with, which Odegaard, which he can make stuff happen.
Oh yeah, totally. At the start of the season, we were void of ideas.
I think Lacazette does deserve some credit for today.
Yeah, no, he does.
Lacazette deserves credit because no one mentioned Lacazette yet, and I feel like Lacazette is one guy who is criminally underrated. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that. And you know what? Me and Kesh were riding that
What about
bandwagon way
Partey? I think
before.
Partey should be talked about as well.
So Partey,
It's
we
not
are
just
giving.
Partey. It's not just
We can
Partey.
see
It
he's
was
been
the old
slow.
team.
We can see he's been slow.
It was the old
Everyone's
team.
been.
I
Everyone's
don't
been
see why everyone's singling him out. We know what you can do when the team's playing well. When the team's not playing well, you're not going to expect one player to just drag you. It's not going to happen.
Yo, do you agree with this? The same way blaming Moyes as a West Ham is insane to me. As such, we bottled the first 30 minutes. Their players bottled it in the last 60 minutes. Now,
Oh yeah, for me,
if you
it's an
blame,
example of West Ham fans getting ahead of themselves. No disrespect, but I think West Ham are almost talking like they've been a top four club for 5-6 years, and they're playing amazing football under Moyes, and Moyes is the next best thing. It's like, yeah, you've had a really good season, and you've had some players who are outperforming, and today you probably could have won, but in the same respect, after 30 minutes, once we woke up, then it was pretty much all of us with a few counter-attacks from West Ham. So I think to criticise Moyes is almost like trying to say that you should be beating Arsenal, or you should be doing this convincingly. It's like, both teams should take a point, and both teams will be relatively happy with that point. So I think that's a bit more of a fair reflection.
Don't forget that.
was that the worst first half performance I have seen this season?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Aston Villa at home, when we lost,
Aston
was it
Villa.
3-0? That was really, really bad. But under Arteta, I'd say this is the worst 30 minutes I've ever seen. And do you know
Is
what?
it me?
And the annoying
Is
thing
it
is,
me?
it wasn't even about ability. Like I said, it was just pure. It just looked like we were. This is what I mean. It looked like we were tired. It looked like we've just played European football. We've had a day off. We're feeling a little bit sluggish. That's what it felt like. It just felt so tired and just like, oh God, are we really playing again? That's what it felt like, which is so bad, right? So bad.
Okay, I want to show you something. Do you care? XG says that West Ham should have won this game, but they were at 2.2. Cam's here. He's pissed. Cam, yo.
I'm not even
Which
pissed,
side?
fam.
Which side are you on? Are you on the side of the people who are pissed, or the side of people who are like, you know what, we got lucky, we came back?
I'm a bit of both, really, man. I'm pissed off at that opening 30 minutes, though. Like, that's what pissed me off. But
bro, I was devastated, but I couldn't see what I was seeing. Do you think that was the worst we've ever played this season? That 30 minutes?
Definitely the worst.
Bro, it was a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Any player on that.
Why am I asking dumb questions?
It was gutless, no desire. Players weren't getting amongst the West Ham players. They were just sitting off them. It was a training game. Let's face it, training game. And I hate when people say it's the manager's tactics. No, manager's tactics don't tell you to just let a man run past you without even putting up a fight. If you're, bruv, we're all humans, yeah. Have you not got pride? It doesn't take a manager to say get close to the man.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how subdued it was. I couldn't believe that for the first 30 minutes we were just letting them have the ball.
I spoke of the fat thing, yeah. And there's kids right by the door neighbour, blood. Right, playing outside.
I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah. Just do your thing, but don't worry about that.
I'm not worried about it.
It doesn't matter about it.
I don't worry, bro. I'll go light up in front of a Fed station if I wanted to, bro.
I've seen people drinking and giving their pit bulls alcohol in a kids' park. That's dumb.
But yeah, when you go through,
that's like animal
Oh,
abuse.
it's not lucky. You didn't come out of there with that.
Look at that.
You got lucky with a rolling ball.
When you look at this, you're telling me we had a goal line clearance. One, we had Aubameyang missed chance, Lacazette missed chance, Saka 2 missed chances. We had chances, bro. So when people
Pepe's one at the end. My God.
Pepe's one at the end. Yeah.
That's the second time he's done it, you know. That's the second time he's done it.
But yo, Pepe, as much as we wanted to get on him last year, he offers us way more balance in the team than other people. Way more balance. Let's be real.
Listen,
I don't even know why he started Aubameyang today, bro.
Oh man, I thought Aubameyang was going to be benched
because Egal brings it up. You bring it up. Come on, make it make sense. So that means you're following his path. The same thing that you complain about him doing. It's insanity.
Aubameyang started, I think, because it's the easiest decision for Arteta to make. Right? If you drop Aubameyang, it's going to be more questions on captaincy.
Even Saka, I didn't even want Saka to
I
start
didn't
today,
want Saka to start today, personally.
No.
I didn't want Saka and I didn't want Aubameyang to start.
If Pepe played well against Olympiacos, I think Pepe would have
He
started.
would have started, yeah.
But he didn't.
Guys,
so, you know.
Were you shocked that Aubameyang started? I was. Kesh,
No.
I was.
You said it. I was definitely surprised he started.
You know what it is? It's not even that I'm shocked that he started. I'm shocked that we went back to the Lacazette Aubameyang partnership. It doesn't exist. It's never existed. So many fans over the last 2 years have said it's been there. There's no chemistry between the both of them. Aubameyang
the chemistry they have on the pitch is literally just there when they celebrate each other's
Aubameyang
goals.
gets involved in the play. How many times on the edge of West Ham back box when we had them pinned back, we had the opportunity to do little interchanges and things like that. And Aubameyang just kept messing it up. A better player there, we capitalised on all that pressure. And this is what I mean about...
Everyone done that today, though. There was many times when Erdogan got the ball on the edge of the 18-yard box, played into someone's feet, and all of the passes were just like off. But I know what you're saying.
I agree with that. But you can tell that...
Can I ask why we didn't start Martinelli again today?
I said
it as well. I said, what's the game? What's the betting? Yeah, I said it. What's the betting? My man's going to bring him on the 80th minute. Yeah, give him 10 minutes to play, and we're not going to see much because he's not going to be able to do much.
Listen, Cam, this is what I mean. We're just looking at stats, and this is what I mean about stats carry people away. Yes, Aubameyang and Lacazette scored goals, but it wasn't great. When you look at the balance of play and how many times they get into each other's way and things like that, it's not a balanced team. I don't care if you get goals because goals alone ain't gonna win you games. If you,
I was talking about Martinelli.
When it comes to going the other way, you're messing up.
Yeah, I got to say, when I did the predicted lineups on another show, I said I think he's going to start Aubameyang and Lacazette because it's the easier thing to do. It pisses off less people.
I'm surprised Saka started.
It pisses off less important people. Lacazette didn't deserve to be dropped, and he wants to try to keep Aubameyang happy as he can. So it didn't work.
At the end of the day, I didn't have a problem with the lineup. That lineup is good enough to go out there and beat West Ham. It's the manner of how we started the game that cost us.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I say one thing? Pablo Murray, is no good. He's not great, bro. I think that was just a little spell he had before he got injured, and plus the couple of games I've seen him.
Pablo Murray's no good?
You know what? I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with it because just remember, it's a partnership. If they both didn't start well, and if you both don't start well, they're gonna have 4 games.
Yeah, when you got David Luiz next to you, when you got David Luiz next to you, basically saying, "Oh, it's my day off today," it's going to be hard for Murray to do it. But I do agree. I don't think Murray was great, but I think that, like Kesh says, I think that's
but it's not that. It's the last couple of games I've seen of it, isn't it? It's not just today's game. It's like the last couple of games. He's not playing great, man.
He's our backup centre half. That's what he is. It's Gabriel first.
He's a backup.
Ram.
I would have played Holding
today.
To be honest.
Yeah, Cam, I agree. I would have played Holding as well. I agree.
Ram, you clearly came on for a reason. What did you want to say?
I have a couple of things to say. Yeah. Firstly,
okay,
it was a good comeback from Arsenal Football Club. Being 3-0 down was no easy feat, and then with the quality of what West Ham had, you did ride your luck, but every team has a little bit of luck, and you guys got the job done. You at least got a point out of the game, which is good for you lot. Second thing is, Egal, I don't want to hear about refs anymore because you did get lucky with that second goal. I did watch the replays. It was a moving ball. Lacazette didn't stop the ball. It was moving.
Oh, come on.
The first ball that thing did was a moving ball.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
The first West Ham second goal where Lingard moved it wasn't a moving ball. Your one was.
Oh yeah, the second goal. Yeah, can I just add to that second goal about Tierney? Yeah, look, no, obviously we give him his flowers every week. Yeah, but as a football player, he should have been more alert. He should have been way more alert.
Nobody's gassing the 3-3. Oh, people on Twitter gassing it.
I think Tierney could have done better with the second and third goal, but and. What was the third thing? Kesh, I don't agree with the fact that you thought that Leno should have saved the first goal.
I think if you
Pablo Murray shit. In what world?
I think
Okay,
Alisson
guys,
saved
1
that,
second.
bro.
I'm sorry. Pablo Mari, how on
That
earth
was a good
are we
strike.
saying he's shit?
That was a
bro?
good strike. Only
It
sorry,
wasn't
Gal.
too bad, but
Kesh,
it wasn't.
do you know
in
what?
the
Yeah,
format.
I see what you mean. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I can only see really only 1 or 2 keepers saving that in the world, bro.
Yo, thanks, Ron.
And that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm making. The point I'm making out is that Leno isn't as good as what some of us was making out to be. But
Yeah,
when
but
it was
what
in
I'm
the
saying is
summer,
just 1 or 2. I'm talking like maybe every other
no,
keeper
there's a
bar
couple
1
keepers
or
that will
2.
save that. I'll say there's 5
Nah,
keepers
Okay,
I
yo.
can name
I
that
can
will
only
save
see
that.
Oblak and maybe
Neuer,
Noir saving it.
Oblak, Neuer, Ter Stegen could save that.
I don't think
I think
Sturgis can save
I
that.
think even De Gea would save that.
I'll tell you who might save it. Martinez might save it.
Okay,
I
stop
don't-
it,
bruv,
stop it.
Look at the goal, bro. It is what it is.
Let's not get on Leno too much, man. Let's understand that on the balance of play, he
Second
made
goal, I agree
two
with,
bad
Second
mistakes.
goal, I agree with.
He made 2 bad mistakes, but of course the defense in front of him did not help him as much in 2 goals. Now, I'm gonna let Sonny go. Sonny, what are you saying?
How you doing, guys? You all right? You know what? I
Halftime,
agree
you were
with.
pissed.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with the guys on on the panel. The defense were awful. You know, we all know that. But the thing is, if you haven't got a commanding goalkeeper behind you, it doesn't help. Martinez is levels above Leno, and I'll go as far to say Martinez is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. That's how much I rate Martinez, and why we sold him is beyond me, honestly. First half we played like Spurs. You know, let's face it. Harry was right. For 30 minutes, we were absolutely awful. We was as bad as Spurs were against Dynamo Zagreb, in my opinion. That's how bad we was.
It was.
But yeah, we was. I mean, let's not go into even in the defence, because we know how bad the defence are. And anyone who thought Pablo Mari is a defender, sorry, £3 million, whatever they got him for, is a £3 million defender, in my opinion. Yeah, it's too slow. Callum Chambers, you know, he had effect going forward. You know, you've got to be blind not to accept that, and you just got to be a hater if you don't. But any natural fullback, which Callum Chambers isn't, in my opinion, even though he started off as a fullback, could have got to the byline many times and crossed it, and he never. So I think if we had,
do you know what though, Sonny? Do you know what? I've got to give Chambers his credit, yeah, because
I'm giving him credit as well, though.
If we're being honest right now, yeah, let's all be honest. Before that first game we saw him in, when he was first announced, I don't know about you, but I was one of them Arsenal fans thinking, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I understood
but
it.
then he pulled off great before. Like, I agree with you. I agree with you what you're saying in a sense, but I think he had a good game today. I'll give him.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with what I'm saying is if it was an actual fullback playing now, there'd probably been other opportunities in that game where a natural fullback probably would have been more dangerous in my opinion. Saying you know, that's not taking anything away from Chambers, because his use of the ball in certain situations was very good. But I just think there's certain situations if an actual fullback was playing now, I think would have been better for Arsenal. Centre of midfield for me is a massive concern. Is a massive concern, because the thing is, as good as Partey is, right, football in the Premier League is not played in slow motion, right? And for me,
what happened to him?
Thomas Partey for me is a slow motion footballer, right? In my opinion, because give him time on the ball, he's majestic in what he does, right? But the thing is, Arsenal needs to be in control of the game for Thomas Partey to be doing what Thomas Partey does. And the problem is, we bought Thomas Partey to get us in charge of the game. And in my opinion, I don't think he does. He don't.
But that comes down to your partnership. That comes down to your partnership. You can't dictate a game at a good tempo on your own. If you see how lethargic
you can't blame Xhaka though. You can't blame Xhaka for Partey being bad either.
No, he played poor today. They both played poor.
I think it's about fitness as well, guys. I think it's about fitness for Partey and just getting used to the league. I do agree.
But the thing is, do you know what I'm getting pissed off with Partey though? So let me just quickly say this. I was just gonna say one thing, yeah, and then it's literally just one little thing, innit? The thing that's pissing me off about this guy, yeah, he keeps shooting, bro, and it's not even like they're close shots, fam. They're fucking like
Jensen, bro. In front of goal is John Jensen, bro.
Listen, it's a breakdown of our season. I've seen Partey shoot. It's not that you can't shoot. You can shoot. I've seen him score freelance.
But he's one of them. He's like an El Neni, fam.
No. He's not like.
He can score a screamer.
He's not like.
But eight or 7 times out of the shots, they're not even on target, bro.
He's not like El Neni, because El Neni's actually better in front of goal than Partey.
Honestly, I don't mind Partey having a shot, but what I'd say is it's a bit like David Luiz free kicks. You know, sometimes if you keep on not scoring, then maybe don't shoot. But you've got to shoot. But what I'd say is like, there was a few. I think when he shot today, there was a pass out wide, and that's when it's a little bit annoying when you think,
the better option.
But I don't mind him taking a shot at all. But at the minute, it just seems like they're fucking going way over the head.
Harry, what a fantastic point you just made, right? It's like a David Luiz free kick, right? I think that's a fantastic point you just made, because you remember Roberto Carlos in the turmoil when he scored that fantastic free kick, right? Years and years ago, right? But the thing is, he never scored another one since, but he kept taking them. Right?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that, because David Luiz, I don't want him nowhere near a free kick. Just he scored a couple for his time in Chelsea. It doesn't mean he's a free kick taker. You know, where Odegaard is a specialist on the dead ball. You know, I've got to say that cross by Pepe was
great cross.
And
Immaculate.
do you know what? I thought Pepe was going to cut back again. I was thinking, don't cut back or don't get it on your left foot. Just whip it in, and it was a great cross. Yeah,
you can see that there's certain things being coached out of him. You can clearly see it.
Yeah.
He's gone to 8 from today's assist. Yeah, he's gone from the 15 to 18 million pound mark to about the 19 to 20 million pound mark.
Yeah, you're right. But because it sums up Arsenal, it sums up Arsenal because
he's still got 52 million pounds to make up.
Fantastic cross, right? And then a few minutes later, he gets the ball. Odegaard, that pass from Odegaard to give Pepe that ball in the box was Mesut Ozil at his best. That was Mesut Ozil at his Real Madrid best, right? And then Pepe fluffed it. But the thing is, right, whatever price Odegaard costs, right, Arsenal need to go and spend that money, because I think this guy.
I'll take him over Grealish right now.
He could be. I'm sorry, with I man. I'll say saying, if this guy signs for Arsenal, he could be an Arsenal legend. But it's very easily this guy.
That's a bold statement, bro.
I'm telling you.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'm not gonna disagree with Sadie, because the only thing is, I don't want to talk too tough right now, is because, cool, we could see this great player to the end of the season. Say if we do sign him, whether it's a loan deal, obviously I'm talking more on a permanent base deal, because obviously you're talking, obviously if it's a loan, another one, just 1 year loan. Yeah, obviously you can't be an Arsenal legend on a 1 year loan. But on the permanent base deal, what I don't want to see is him gas up the Premier League, and then
Man City buy him.
And like, no. And then like a season after, or half a season after, he just becomes this liability. I'm not saying he will be. I'm not saying he will be. I'm not saying he will be. I'm not saying he will be, innit? But there's always that possibility, because it's the Premier League, bro. It's different.
It's not that. I think
I've seen Premier League. No, I'm hoping and I'm praying, and I don't think it will happen myself with Odegaard. I don't think it will. But I'm just saying, I don't want. There's always that little risk
saying.
There that it might happen.
I know what you're saying, but you know why? You know why? I'm not.
Let me go quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. You know what? Some Arsenal fans, you know what? You can be happy that we made the comeback today, but don't be celebrating this draw, because all we know, we could have won this game easily today.
You have gone, bro. You've gone.
What was my sound working?
You have gone. Europa League's gone. It's gone. The league
no, I don't think Europa League is gone. There's still a possibility that we can do this, because.
All right, can I say one thing, by the way? Yeah, can I say one thing about this Europa League? I'm telling you right now, yeah. If Slavia, and I'm saying it now with it, if Slavia Prague don't get fucking kicked off this competition, yeah, I don't care, bro. I'm boycotting this whole Europa League for the rest of the season. I don't care if you win it, bro. I swear down, there's a bigger statement at hand than us winning a trophy right now, fam.
What did they do?
If UEFA do not, no, I'm saying if UEFA do not get kicked Slavia Prague out, yeah, they won't, especially after the fans, what they done.
Trust me, they're not going to do it.
I know, but this is the problem.
Because the thing is, you know what? We need to forget about Slavia Prague, man. We need to take care of our racism issues at home. Never mind anywhere else at the moment. But let's keep to the game. But the point you're making is right, though. But yeah, we haven't fixed that problem at home, so you can't expect these Eastern European sides to be any different, can you? That's how they're brought up ignorant. They're brought up ignorant.
Can I just say my closing remarks?
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
I just want to say, you know what? I saw like a interview. We didn't listen to the coach at half time, and our club captain didn't even speak to the media. Dodging the media again after another.
There's still a lot of problems in this club, man. Until we sort it out, we're always gonna have these performances. Listen, we fucked up big time. I said on Sunny's channel we should get rid of the likes of Aubameyang and get rid of Lacazette. And they've gone and given Aubameyang 350k. We're in a position now. We're in a prosper.
You know what? Yeah, I know. We ain't gonna get rid of Aubameyang this season. Yeah, but if it was Aubameyang over Lacazette for a captain, I'll take Lacazette, bro.
I won't take either, bro. I won't take either.
No. I know. No. I'm just saying. If it, right now till the end of the season. But
you know what?
In all honesty, it doesn't matter. Like our issues are bigger than like calling Aubameyang out for not speaking out in the media. I think I'm pretty sure Sky requests who they want to speak to anyway, so that's probably a reason for it as well. Or especially when there's a victory or a draw and Lacazette scored or contributed to 2 goals. So I'm not too bothered about Aubameyang, hiding from the media or not being captain. I just want him to score goals. That's why he's in the team. I don't care if he runs about. I don't care if he's on.
We've got no balls, Harry. We've got no balls. We've got no backbone, Harry.
Yeah, but he scored 20 plus goals for us last season.
Bro, that's last season, man. It's gone. It's gone.
No, I know. But 7 months ago, he scored us goals to win the FA Cup. It's gone. Okay, what about Benfica? Benfica a few weeks ago when he got us out of the mud. When he finished off his goals.
Yeah, but then again, how about last season, bro? When he's in front of goal against Olympiacos and his miss,
No, I agree. What I'm saying is we can't just talk about him like we got another 20 goal striker waiting in the back.
Harry, can I ask you guys a question, all of you? Harry, so I'll ask first, right? We remember players like Ian Wright. We remember the Thierry Henry's, right? Adebayor, even when he was at Arsenal, that one season that he scored over 30 goals was different class. The guy was unplayable. You might like him, you might hate, but the guy was unplayable, yeah? But the thing is, would you actually remember Aubameyang in a few years after he's left?
Well,
yeah.
Well, listen. Yeah. But I just don't agree. I don't agree with this notion of just like of abandoning someone who hasn't lived up to the heights of recent years. I still think there's a lot of him to give. I still think he's got the pace. I still think he's got the finishing. I just think he's having an off patchy season, as all of our players are. Every single one of our players has been inconsistent this year. Every single one.
You have to put the blame onto the owners and the people that decided to give him a contract. It's not even so much the problem that they gave him a contract, it's how much they put him on. You're in a crossroad now where you might not even want to play him, but you've got to fit him in. You've got to fit him in.
He's not missing chances. Go on, sorry.
Yeah. When you see a play like Haaland, we know Haaland is the best, the best young player going at the moment, striker. But what I was going to say about Uber, right? The only reason I'm being so hard on him, right, Harry, is because as a club captain, even when you're not playing good, you still got to do your club captain duties by arriving on time and also doing your post-match interviews, whether you win or lose. That's the only reason I've been hard on him, bro.
Yeah, okay. No, I agree. I agree with the being on time thing against the derby. The post-match interviews. Look, I think I need to know how it works. As far as I'm aware, Sky requests who to speak to. I'm sure Arsenal.com will do an interview with him, or other outlets might do an interview with him. But understandably, they want to speak to the person who's got the goals in Lacazette or who's had a good game, not the person who's necessarily had a bad game. If we lost this game 3-0 and Aubameyang didn't come out and speak, then I'd say, yeah, we can criticise him. But and also with his wage, I totally get it. But,
1 second. I think Aubameyang and Pepe and Lacazette, they always speak to the French contingent in French. So there is other interviews besides the ones that we see.
You know what, Gal, let's get it right. If Aubameyang scores today, he'd have been pushing the press out of the way to make sure he gets his interviews, right? He'd have been pushing Aubameyang. He'd been pushing Lacazette out of the way. He'd have slide tackle Pepe. He would have been there.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Listen, I mean, but maybe that's just his character. It's a bit like us having a go at Giroud for not running in behind, or having a go at Walcott for not scoring headed goals. I'm not going to have a go at Aubameyang for not putting himself about, because he doesn't do it. Whether that makes him a captain or not, that's a separate question. But he's not that guy. There's probably a reason why he never gets injured ever, because he doesn't put his body on the line. Like that's
There's a
probably
lot more
why.
deeper issues than what's at present, or we can see that on the
Yeah,
eye.
let's get
Like,
Josh.
I think
Oh, shit, she's
Aubameyang,
gone.
he doesn't look like that as optimism as he used to be. And
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know. Listen, sometimes things happen in life. You get paid more money, and your motivation is just not as strong as it used to be. We don't know. Oh,
Yeah.
only thing we can hope for is that he gets firing and he carries us all the way to the final and over the line.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
If he
what,
does
though?
that,
Bro,
if
if you're
he
not that
does
guy,
that, we
if you're
will
not that guy,
improve him.
right? If you're not that guy, then you should not be in the team, right? Because if you can't add something to the team or change your game to contribute to the team, and you're only good at something that you're not doing now, then you should not be in the team. You know,
And
Well,
that's down to the club. That's over
Yeah.
to the club, though. You can't listen. At the end of the day, you're not gonna just sit Aubameyang out for the rest of the season.
Okay, guys.
It's just never gonna happen.
Okay, so let's start with the player ratings, and today we're just gonna do it different. We're just gonna speak, and we're just gonna speak about the players. So first one up, Leno. What are we saying with Leno? Are we giving him a 5, 6?
You have
or
to, you
less
have to
than
give
that?
him like a 4, bro. You can see with 3 goals, blood.
I'll give him a 3 for the 3 goals he let him, bro.
3, you know.
The only thing I saw he done good in the game was when he done that flying thing when he came out in the penalty box, which was fantastic goalkeeping. But other than that, I think he's an average goalie, man, personally.
Yeah, I mean, my lowest rating is going to be a 5, and I would give him a 5 today. I thought, yeah. I mean, I've always thought that he was subdued. It sounds silly, but he looks subdued. He looks very calm and not aggressive and assertive enough. And for me, that comes out.
You know what I
You
want to say
can't
about
give,
Leno?
listen,
You
you can't give
know
a
what I wanna
keeper
say?
more than a 3 if he concedes his 3 or more
You know what I'm gonna
goals.
say about Leno? You know what I'm gonna say about Leno? See, after the Olympiacos game, I don't blame him for coming out and giving the team a rollicking. But what that showed me was the mistakes he made the previous weeks. The team got at him so much, he felt, I'm giving it straight back to you lot for not performing. And that alone shows me what his character is like. That alone shows me what his character is like.
He used to make a lot of mistakes in Germany before we signed him, though, don't forget.
I know.
Yeah, he was a goalie which made the most individual errors in Germany before we signed him.
And the thing is, I actually don't mind him making mistakes as a goalkeeper. Like, I think pretty much bar 1 or 2 in the league, every keeper will make blunders. But what I can't excuse is communication. I just don't understand how you can become a top level keeper and not communicate and be like, when West Ham get a free kick, if I was in goal, I'd be like going, get the ball, pick up the ball, because I don't want us to concede. I don't want the ball near me. I want everyone to like bust their balls to not do it. And it feels like he's so deep in concentration of his own ability that he forgets to communicate. And I just don't understand how a top level keeper can not be vocal.
I'm telling you, last season, if there was an offer for Leno, I believe we would have sold Leno rather than Martinez.
We only sold Martinez because he was more sellable.
100%.
Martinez was more sellable. He was an asset that could be sold to a lower level club. Yeah, but to a lower level club. Whereas Leno would never move to an Aston Villa. Leno would only want to go to a top 4 club, and a top 4 club wouldn't buy Leno. Whereas Martinez would go to any club. So it was just a case of he was more sellable than Leno. Nothing to do with ability. He was more sellable, and we needed that money for Partey. We needed it. That's why we did it.
What are we giving?
We owed Martinez one as well. That's why they let him go. Because
so what are we giving Leno? As a collective, can we agree on a 4 or a 3? What are we giving?
Nah, 3, man.
Probably 3 or 4, yeah.
3. Do you know what? I used to defend Leno as well, but fuck this brer, man. I used to defend him so much.
Come on.
Fuck this brer, man.
He's overrated.
Fuck this brer, man. We need a new keeper in the summer, man. A keeper needs to be on our list.
You sold Fabianski. You shouldn't have sold Fabianski, bro.
You're trolling now, man. You're trolling now.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Tom. This
Leno
is
is
usually
shit, man.
Tom. Chill.
Yeah,
You're a West Ham fan. People need to know that. So because this is on my Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Right now,
before we finish, we need to talk about West Ham a bit, because they were really good today.
West Ham were really good. West Ham were really good.
Big up Lingardinho in that goal, though.
We're gonna get into West
No,
Ham.
I'm still not happy at 3-1. I wasn't happy at 3-1. I was fuming.
Let's go to the man of the match, Callum Chambers. The next person, Callum Chambers. Harry, what are you giving Callum Chambers?
I'd give him I thought he had an amazing game. I would give him 7 because I've got someone else who I think is man of the match. But I thought Chambers was brilliant today. He gave us everything that we don't usually get from Bellerin, which is a good final ball. He was responsible on the ball. He didn't get outdone by pace or trickery, which I thought he would. I thought he had a really good game. Fair play to him. He had a really good game.
I agree with Stephen as well. I think for his ability, he played better than his ability. So
he always does this, though. Are you surprised? He always did this. Even under Emery, he did this.
Under Emery, he was one of the brighter players, and he showed that he was actually learning his game, and he was compensating for his pace, and his loan at Fulham improved him on the ball, so he was actually really good on the ball. I think as a footballer, he's criminally underrated on the ball. I think he's really, really good, but he's just never got the run of games. Maybe we're playing.
He's a better centre half, in my opinion. He's better than Holding, in my opinion. Centre half.
Maybe we're playing him to sell him, or maybe we're playing him so when we sell Bellerin and we can't get a top choice right back, maybe he's the backup to Cedric. I don't know. But listen, he done well, so fair play to him.
Ruth Schooner, I don't know if I would agree with that. I don't think the second goal should have not stood. West Ham were quick and smart, and they beat us to the punch. So
he should have. I thought the ball was in.
I was gonna say
that second goal was slick by them. It was slick by them.
How many times as Arsenal fans did we see Henry do shit like that, man?
Exactly.
Come on.
It's clever.
We did it ourselves.
We did
it ourselves for the second goal. But yeah, David Luiz, what are we saying? Who?
Fucking awful. Two. Fucking awful. Awful.
Two.
Fucking awful. Awful.
You guys are harsh, mate. You guys are harsh. Okay,
he's supposed to be experienced in there. He's supposed to.
Okay, just to give you perspective, he was given a 6 on like independent.
That's generous.
No way.
Yeah, I'd say generous.
I'll give him.
He let him 3 goals. He was in the defence and let him 3 goals.
I'll give him a I'll give him a 3 or 4 as well.
I think a 4 for Louis, personally.
For me, it's not even about the defending. It's about It's not even about defending for me. It's about the authority on the game and the fact that
I was going to say the leadership.
He didn't get on the ball. Yeah, and the lack of leadership. Yeah, he just didn't get on the ball from early. That made Leno play it long. And there was a time when he had the ball in the first half, and then he ran into the space to pass it to Mari. He gave Mari the ball. And then when he gets to that stage, it's like pass the blame rather than pass the ball. It's like, I'm not going to make a mistake on the ball, so I'll give it to you, and you can make a mistake. And Mari made a mistake, and West Ham had another attack. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say 5 again, but 3, 4, 5, either way, it's not good enough, is it?
Okay. So for moving on from David Luiz, you guys were saying Pablo Mari had a stinker of a game. How bad? How bad is he getting? One second, and Josh keeps trying to jump in. Josh, every time I add you in, you leave.
He wants to have a go at me. That's why. I'm ready for it.
Tommy, you
shut up, Josh. Just quiet.
You bought it, bro. You bought it.
Oh, my days, bro.
Tom, you can't be that excited, man. You can't be that excited.
Listen. First half, you were so rubbish. I was so
bad, Josh.
Bro. We're 3-0 down.
All right, Josh. Go do your sats. Go do your sats, mate. Go ahead, Josh.
Man said, go do your sats, you know.
Let Josh finish.
I'm letting Josh finish. Come on, Josh.
But the character from Arsenal to come from 3-0 down to come back and draw again quickly.
That ain't character, man. That ain't character.
Sorry.
You can't come with character talk, man.
We came back from 3-0 down. Bruv.
Why are you talking with chest? Like we did something. We were awful from the majority of the game.
One second. Who's this guy, bruv? I like this guy. Who's this guy? I like this guy.
No, you can't be talking with chest. You can't be talking with chest with that performance, man.
It does show good character to turn it around. You can't say it doesn't.
Came back and 3-0 down. Come on. You're credit, man.
It cancels it out then.
But it does show a good bit of character to come from there.
Nah, man.
The character would have been if Pepe put one of them 2 chances away. That would have been when you can talk character, yeah?
No, I agree.
I'm not hearing it.
Hey, Josh, Josh, what else you got to say, mate? Go on, lay it all out. I'm here.
One second. So we gave Leno. I'm doing the rating. So we gave Leno a 4, right?
No, 3.
3,
man.
Come on, Craig. We love you.
So we gave Leno a 3.
3, my lord. 3, my lord.
Okay, so let's just do this in order. Let me remove this. What are we giving?
Hey, my
Chambers was a 7. Wasn't it a 7? You said.
Yeah, I said 7.
7, right?
It's absolutely.
Okay. David Luiz was a 4 or a 3?
4.
2. Go.
3.
Okay. Pablo Mari.
3.
0.
3.
1.
0.
1.
3.
10.
Okay. Now we're on Kieran Tierney. What are we giving Kieran Tierney?
5.
Oh, he weren't. He was poor today.
He was
he had an off game, man. He was on an off game.
He was poor. He was poor. If you're going to
off
judge
game.
him,
There's a reason why he was poor, though. I keep telling you, you can't play a. Listen, the way the system is, you have to play someone who's technical. He's not just going to be a inside forward. He's going to go in. He's going to look to do some interchanging with other players and everything. When you play Aubameyang there, he crowds his face.
Yeah, no, he does. I'm talking
defensively. I'm talking defensively. He wasn't switched on. He
wasn't switched on. Did he do the simple things right?
Yo, I have to kick some of you guys out because there's too much nonsense going on.
I'm going to bounce.
Harry, good one.
Like he's
Josh,
a front
peace
foot
out, bro.
defender. He's a front foot defender. So when you're getting penned back, you're not gonna get the best.
You can kick it. You can kick it, but just honestly, bro, just give us your analysis of the game, and then you can head out because this is going to be a lot of Arsenal talk. It's not really going to be a lot of West Ham.
No, I'm gonna go. No, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you to it, innit? So you can have a little chat in it. Don't need a West Ham fan in here, mate.
Yeah, but
no, I'm gutted. I don't know. I'm gutted today, innit? But I don't know. It's just, I just think it's. I'm sort of glad because maybe this will kick us up the bum, innit, for the next couple of games. Sort of realise where we are and be like, we ain't as best as we thought we were.
Mate,
maybe for the next game.
Because it's good times ahead for you, West Ham, and take Chelsea out because they buy.
No, of course, innit? No, yeah, but I'm one of them fans, innit? I'm like, I was at 3-1 up and I was still fuming. Like, I'm just one of them fans.
Like, it's better than Partey and Xhaka put together, bro.
Oh my God! Don't do that.
Wow.
Do you guys agree?
I like it, Sonny,
come on, man. Come on,
yeah. You co-signing Declan Rice is better than all of our midfielders.
No, I think Ben Rama will be right today.
Big up Ryan Fredericks, that's my guy as well.
My guy, bro. Pacey, man. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog, bro. But no, go on, boys.
No, I mean, he's actually my actual guy, bro. He's my actual guy, bro.
Yo, Brendan, if you want to come on, the link is in the chat, bro. Do you think? But yo, what are we gonna work? So Kieran Tierney, we're giving him a 5-4. What are we saying?
Very poor.
Yeah, 5 for me, man.
Nah, man. Give him a 4, brother, or 3.
Okay,
yeah.
4
I
is
get
fair.
what you're saying because that in
he switched off for
fairness,
the free kick, didn't he? He switched off for the free kick, and he didn't get forward.
Okay, so 4 is fair.
I know. Look, the only reason why I say it is no hatred. We just give him a 3 and move on with Tierney because we know he's a consistent.
we know that
today was just a bad game for him. That was it.
Thomas Partey has to be one of his worst performances in a long time. Kesh, what are you saying?
4.
Sonny.
You let a teenager pocket him, bruv. No, as far as I'm concerned, I'll give him a 1.
Cam.
I'll give him a 1 or 2.
Okay. What about yourself, Laurie?
Yeah, I can't see past the 3. Like, I mean,
no one's happy. I don't know where
he keeps
people are.
The problem with Partey. It's not his fault. Like for some reason, I don't know why he's finding it hard to adjust to the Premier League. No, I mean in the sense that.
I don't get where people are getting that from.
No, he was poor based on.
He was, but I'm just saying. I don't understand how come like he's finding it hard to. I know he hasn't been fit, but he seems to be struggling to adapt to the Premier League, man. And it's just.
I just think
but when you look at how many games he's played, of course he's going to struggle. He's only played what consistently since after Christmas.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not. As I said, I'm not. It's just surprising for me
3
because I thought he would have hit the ground a bit more running.
That 4 is a 3. I think the 4 is a good from. You
disagree, right?
But before we got those last 2 goals, him and Odegaard started to give us a lot more control.
So 4 is good.
Forward. So in terms of going forward, him and Odegaard started to give us a lot more control.
Only because West Ham sat back. Is that marquee play?
But you can't say only because West Ham sat back. How many teams have you seen playing against the low block and can't unlock?
Bro. He's a marquee player, and he's not living up to the billing.
It's not billing. It's fitness. You can't judge his performance because he's a marquee. You have to judge it on this game.
It's his fitness, isn't it?
Okay, what is Xhaka getting then? If Partey is getting that,
Not even
Xhaka
bother
to me
rating him.
has to get at least a 5 or 6.
I think he's a 4. 5 or 6 where? He was just
He
as
was
bad
better.
as
He
Xhaka.
was. Are we
He
basing
was
it based
just as
on?
bad
Are
as
we
Xhaka.
basing
They
it
were as
based
bad
on?
as each other.
He
They
was
were
just
bad
as
as
bad as
each
2 or
other.
3. Actually, fuck him. He's a prick. 0.
Right, Xhaka is a cone without the sand in it, right?
Xhaka was the only person who was brave enough to show heart.
Rubbish, man, rubbish. Even a
That's
cone with sand in it has got a purpose.
The only person showed heart in that team from the kickoff was Odegaard. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and he's not
Bro,
even our player.
Xhaka wasn't on ball. Xhaka wasn't coming on the ball doing everything he could.
That's why. That's why. That's why we're struggling, because he wasn't coming on the ball. So I can say he gets a 5 or 6.
Based on the fact that other people around him were performing so bad, I can't see. I can't see how you can. I don't see how you can
base it on people around him, Egal. You got to base him on what
Okay,
he's
no.
done.
I'm basing it on if you're gonna give Partey a 4, you have to give Xhaka more than Partey.
He wasn't better than Xhaka though. Than Partey.
You're right,
That's the
Kev,
reason why he got subbed. He got subbed for a reason, bro. He was just as bad as Partey.
He is a prick.
Okay, that is not. I don't know. Maybe I'm a Xhaka defender. That's the problem. 3, 4,
4,
2.
Listen, Xhaka is like someone going swimming who can't swim, bro. Honestly, his time's gone.
Okay, Odegaard, what are we saying? 7, 8,
10.
10.
I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And he don't even play for Arsenal. The guy don't even play for Arsenal.
He's man of the match, and he's man of the match.
Yeah.
People in the chat, you agree with the Odegaard 8? People agree with the
without
Odegaard
8? We lost that. We would have lost that game. For a fact. Without Odegaard in that team,
you know what it is, yeah? I don't know if you lot even clocked, yeah? But even in that first 35 minute spell, he was our only player that looked like we was doing shit.
He's the only one who was talking now.
He was the only one that looked like a shining light in the other 10 dead players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, fam? So
You know what? Appreciation to why did I say Xhaka? I'm sorry, I have a Xhaka problem. Odegaard, the man has come into this team and he looks up to scratch for the Premier League. He looks like there's no need for his time to adjust. And you know what? He's pretty much putting himself in the shop window for anyone to buy him. So we need to make sure we hold on to
Arsenal. That's the problem. He's too good for Arsenal.
We say that about everybody. Remember,
who said that about, bro?
No, remember we said that about Thomas Partey. We said that about Pepe.
Thomas Partey is better than our midfielders, but the thing is, Thomas Partey's not fit. That's Thomas Partey's problem. But Odegaard, right, is everything we wanted Sabas to be when we signed him, right? His levels above ESR. His levels above Mesut Ozil went for the last 2 years. You know, he makes the team. He makes the head strikers look better, and they're shit.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's go to Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I'm gonna put his picture up for this one because this is.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give you guys the range. I genuinely believe you could rank him anywhere between a 2
lower than Lennon.
to a 3.
Just lower than Lennon. You get lower than Lennon.
Yeah,
just lower than Lennon.
2.
Without a shadow of a doubt, you get lower than
2,
Lennon.
and that's being generous. 2 is being generous.
He was oddly in the game from the minute go. Didn't see the guy.
I think he was still in that. He was still in that traffic, man.
Bro, you know what? Even that film Invisible Man, the Invisible Man wears the bandages and the glasses, doesn't he? Right?
Okay, so if he gets a 2,
he was properly invisible.
Saka gets a 3, 4, 5. What are you guys saying?
Saka gets a 4.
I give him a 4 because he missed the chances, but I would have given him a 5.
Yeah, I'll get my face up about Aubameyang quick.
We know how you feel, Cam, man. Oh, it's not therapy, Cam. It's not therapy.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that, about my matter. Listen, Cam, you're saying Aubameyang wasn't in forward, but he was. Yes, Leonard made the mistake. Aubameyang's your captain, and he spends 90 minutes in a game doing fuck all. Come on.
Saka 4?
Done nothing.
Listen, I'm trying to prove a point with Aubameyang. What about me? I'm the only one that's been on this, guys.
Bro, you've been on his case. You've been on his case. You've been on his case, but you're not the only person who said sell him. I will tell you this. Kesh has said sell Aubameyang. I've said sell Aubameyang. I think Sonny has said it. Sonny, have you said it?
Yeah, I said it.
I wasn't excited about the extension either.
Leicester up 3-0, 3-1, you know. Wow.
I was just putting that in the private, man.
Mad thing.
Damn.
Okay, yo, let's talk about the
back to-
man. Was he the man of the match after Odegaard?
Hold on. I need to jump on Sarcasm City, fam. Or some of Sarcasm City whilst I'm live on here as well, fam.
Alright, go do your
They
thing.
sent you the stream cam.
Nah, well, not ready, G.
Go and do your thing.
Give it to Flawless, man. Give it to Flawless.
No, don't chuck me out, innit? Don't chuck me out, innit? I'm literally gonna be 2 minutes just gonna jump on Flawless like that. Huh?
Alright, go do that. Go do that. Tell him take your time with it. Okay, yo. Moving on to Lacazette. Yo, I gotta give Lacazette an 8. I'm gonna give Lacazette an 8.
Do we still think? Like, I'm just gonna ask you lot.
Just quickly, before I do that, just quickly before I do that, I'll give Lacazette a 7.
7.5.
I give him an 8. Just give him an 8.
He's not an 8.
Bro, the man has 11 goals. The man is playing for a contract.
Yeah, all that. We're looking at this game. Yes, he scored. But he wasn't on the same level as Odegaard. That's the only person that came out.
Cash,
only
Egal
person
summed
that
it
came
up.
out of this game.
Paid for contracts. You just summed it up, Egal. That's everything was wrong with Arsenal.
I was gonna say that.
Okay, 7.
No, what I was gonna ask is, do you think he deserves a contract? Personally, I would still want to get rid of him. I would still get rid of him. I like people keep talking about his influence on the youngsters and all of that, don't they? But
bullshit, man.
He needs to go, man.
Martinelli everyone gets a 5 that didn't play much, just because they didn't play enough. And then
Pepe's got to get a 7 just for the cross, bro.
Pepe gets a 7 just for the cross, you're saying?
Yeah,
but he also missed a chance to win us the game.
He
could have won us the game. He could have won us the game.
Twice. Not even once, twice.
Listen, to sum Arsenal up, right? Arsenal are a team and players who've got fantastic moments, but they're just moments. And that's what sums Arsenal up.
Okay, so guys, so that's the ratings for today. The ratings for today are, we got Leno has, where is it? Up here. Okay, Leno got 3. Chambers got 7. David Luiz got 4. Pablo Mari got 3. Kieran Tierney got 4. Partey got 4. Xhaka got 4. Odegaard got 8. Aubameyang got 2. Saka got a 4. Lacazette got a 4. 5 for Smith Rowe.
4?
7. What?
You said Lacazette 4. When it's 7.
Lacazette got a 7.
You said
Saka
4
got
though.
4. Saka got 4.
Oh, okay, my bad. I just heard 4.
And then Martinelli got a 5, and Pepe got a 7. So that's that for today. And we're done that player raters. Overall, poor performance. Egal. Big up Egal for stream, by the way.
You know what? If West Ham had a striker, if West Ham had a decent striker, we'd lost.
You man need to beat Sparta.
We literally saw the best. We literally saw the best and worst of Arsenal.
Can I ask you guys a question? Egal, do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me start with you, right? Arsenal's position in the league. Do you think it's a fair reflection of where we should be as not as in individual games, as a squad and the players that we got?
No, I feel like we should at least be 4 to 3 positions higher up the pitch. I feel like that the 10-game run where we lost 8 of those games, for the remainder of the season, that will haunt us, because that's where we dropped the ball. We mentally were in such a bad losing streak that Arteta didn't know how to fix it.
Firstly, I think mid-table is about right for us. Well, how about you guys, Kesh?
I think it's the consequences of how we started the season. You're always going to be fighting to climb a mountain, leaving so many games in the first half of the season. You're literally open for every single team to just have a drop-off. So what you're doing is now you're playing catch-up. It doesn't work like that. We're far from consistent.
I'll guarantee one thing though. If we get to the even latter stages, we should beat Slavia Prague, right? They're racist bastards. We should beat them anyway, right?
Slavia Prague should have been in the tournament.
when we get to semi-final, you're going to see that Lacazette and Aubameyang are going to pay their bollocks off, right? And that sums up mentality and work rate, because they'll only do it at a latter game, in my opinion.
Cam, what are you doing?
Cam's smiling. Yo, that's a.
I just saw this guy.
I made my man hide, didn't it? I made my man hide in his own.
He switched off. He switched off the camera.
Man, you're not bothering that, man.
No, but to answer your question, Sonny.
Big up Flawless, my G.
Cam's good vibes, man.
Yeah, to answer your question, Sonny, I did say, like, at the start of the season, I predicted about 8 to 10. The problem is, like you said, it's that we have the moments, but at the same time, you can't expect this group of players to be pushing for a Champions League place. Then they're not of that ilk, and they haven't got that mentality in them. So, like, 8 to 10 is where
that's the level of play that we're signing, bro. That is the level of play that we're signing.
It is so true. We're not looking at the right players either.
You know what the bigger issue is, bro?
But do you think Garlick's going to change things with his recruitment coming in as well? Because Garlick knows, like, all of the Garlick, but with this Garlick guy, he knows the whole Premier League, innit? Because he's been running it for the.
Bro,
yeah, but he worked at West Brom. He worked at West Brom, bro. We're hiring a guy from West Brom. Like, hit that in. Arsenal Football Club is hiring a man from West Brom.
I still believe we might even fit it. That there's a possibility, yeah. Like, someone asked me in the chat, do you think we're gonna be going to the on my watch along here? Do you think we're gonna be pushing for top 6? I said, hell no. I said, there's no way we're pushing for top 6 this year, bruv.
I said 300 mil we need, like, spent or get our recruitment done properly. At this point, I've lost.
Bro, it's
I've
not
lost
about the
faith.
spend. It's about who we get rid of as well.
Did you hear the report? Did you hear the report?
Yeah.
Did you hear the report? They said Arteta might be getting back with the likes of a possible 300 million transfer window over this summer.
Seeing is believing, man.
How many times I've seen it? I even saw that under Wenger, bruv. You know what I mean?
Seeing is believing.
Oh, Wenger's getting a 200 million pound.
This war chest, this magical war, this war chest is in Narnia, man.
Next season, Guendouzi back, bruv. That's our signing next season. You know, there's not.
I just want
Oh, yo, Cash. By the way, someone came on the stream earlier. It was Gunnar Express, and he said, "Yo, Guendouzi today started for Hertha Berlin, put in a masterclass performance, and we're struggling against West Ham."
Oh, who cares about Guendouzi, man?
Come on, man.
This Guendouzi obsession needs to stop, man.
How many other teams dominate that league? Seriously. Leave this in top 4.
I swear that team's like relegation zone as well.
No, they're above. I think they're like 15.
That's what I mean.
I don't care. I don't want to hear them scorelines. I swear, like, week in, week out, the Bundesliga scorelines are like 5-1, 4-2. It's always 4 or 5 goals per game. No,
like, saw yesterday, Bayern were 10 men,
and that's not even Munich. If Munich can beat someone with 10 men, like, after 10 minutes. Like, and I know Munich are clear, but I still don't want to hear it, man. I want to hear nothing about the Bundesliga. The best defenders in the Bundesliga are all French as well. So I don't want to be hearing nothing about.
They all play for like Bayern Munich.
No, the best centre back from Bundesliga is at Liverpool.
Yo,
Kabak, yeah. Man like Kabak.
Yo, no, Kabak is going back.
Kabak is the best defender in the German league. Look,
Yo, Slens, what are you saying? Why do you always Yo, look at these Chelsea men. They're always happy. They're forever happy.
Yeah, of course they are. Look at this shit they had to go through. We thought they was in the same shit. We were waiting right now, but they got rid of their manager. They did the right thing. And now just smiley.
I've been suffering since last year, bro. But now I'm happy, man. I got a real manager on the line. But listen, I was going to ask
you, man. With your squad, your Chelsea should be winning games, man. They should be winning.
Listen, let me ask you a genuine question. If Arsenal sacked Arteta and hired Thomas Tuchel, do you think we would have gone higher in the league?
Same problem.
Same problem. Here's what I'll say. I think your defense. And your defense will be a lot better. You'll be a lot more organized as well. That's what I've seen on my team. Because listen, don't get it twisted. Zuma, Rudiger, and Christensen are not great centre backs, bro. We have to admit they're not great centre backs.
Kurt Zuma's a good centre back.
But if he was in the Arsenal team next to someone like, for example, Luiz or Mari, I don't think he would look great. Personally, I don't.
It'd be like Bramble, bruv, if he was Arsenal.
Who calls Kabaka pumpkin in the
No,
chat, fam?
but I would say the levels of centre backs are not. They're not high class. I would still want better. I still want better centre backs in my club. But I was gonna ask you, man, about something. I was gonna ask you, man, about Partey, man. What do you guys think about Partey? What's going on with his performances today?
Yeah, we kind of had that discussion earlier. We did have it earlier.
Yeah, for me, he's playing in slow motion.
Like
the things he could do, he's doing very well, but in slow motion. And the Premier League is not about slow motion. So unless his fitness improves, then he's not the right man for the Premier League, in my opinion.
But if you look at how Rodri played last season, it's the same. It's the same. We had Rodri come in and he wasn't lighting up trees. This year you see a much improved player.
Do you know what
Same thing with Ndembele. Same thing with Ndembele.
Do you know what he's good at?
Ndembele should be a lot better than what he's at Spurs, but Ndembele was a fantastic player. Spurs have killed him.
Yo, I said something crazy on stream. I said instead of spending the 50 million on Lacazette when we did, we should have spent it on like a midfielder like Fekir, and kept Giroud.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear Fekir's name ever again.
Out of Aouar and Partey, Aouar would have made a much bigger impact to Arsenal season than Partey, because Leeds would have had a creative player. You know, if he getting us.
Aouar's flopping right now.
Aouar doesn't play as a number 10.
That's what I'm saying. If we had number 10 from the start of the season, if we had a number 10,
no, but he's not a 10. He's an 8.
He's not a 10.
He's an 8.
But whatever. As a midfield player, the guy's got a bit of everything from what I've seen of him. Or not even him, but even a number 10. If we had a decent number 10 in, even if we had Mesut Ozil in, would have been had a lot more points.
Yeah, we would have been out. If we had a number 10, we would have won at least another 2 games.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, listen. I look at Partey. Yeah, I don't. People have this impression that he's a powerhouse. Yeah, he's actually a lot more creative than you think. When I watch him, he finds the spaces between the lines. You know, because the pass in between the defense and midfield, he always finds it. That's something he didn't have for a long time, very long time.
There's no partnership between. Listen, we seem to always underestimate partnership. We think that one player can come in and just make the team tick. You need
more than you need to build up players. Like
everyone say, Arsenal's got a spine now. Bro, your spine isn't just by just having one centre back and one Partey in midfield.
Yes, if we had Santi Cazorla with him, bruv, our midfield would be sick, bruv. If we had a two-footed, nimble player next to Partey,
did you take Ramsey back for 2 seasons?
And that is why.
No, we need to stop going back to the past.
Oh, I got a good idea.
So just said that something. That is why Arteta wanted both of them. He wanted Aouar and Partey. There's a reason.
Yeah.
I think if you saw the Aubameyang, you would have got Aouar 100%.
So would it be a pivot of Partey and Aouar? Is that what you're saying?
And Aouar, yeah. Because Aouar is very good. His defensive awareness is very good. People look at his height and think, this guy will just get muscled off the ball. He tackles everything. He will be a great partner for Partey.
Arsenal's problem is Ceballos has turned out to be a really big disappointment.
I'll be honest, Aouar, Partey, and Odegaard is probably up there with. If it does happen, one of the best midfields. Very balanced.
Gini Wijnaldum confirmed he's leaving.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna say
this is Arsenal stream.
We were shambolic for 32
I thought he was
minutes.
gonna go to Arsenal.
Yo, 1 second, guys. One second. Yo, we were shambolic for 32 minutes today. So no matter what happened after that, we were never gonna be happy. Even if they came back and won the game, you know what?
Yeah.
You're good. You won the game, but still, there's a lot of criticism.
There's too many games where we have to like go a goal or two behind before we actually wait.
I'm getting to my point. My point is when it comes to the manager, the players, they've shown they can do it. Why don't they do it for the full 90?
Bro, there's no point showing your character to get back into things. You've got to show your character at the start of the game, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's too late. Don't go 3-0 down and talk to me about they show good character. You know, they should be 3-0 down in the first place.
But why? Let's actually, instead of going around and criticizing,
Egal is shit, man. You know, they're shit. That's it. That's what you can say.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. If that was Liverpool who did the exact same thing, 3-0 out, would Arsenal have to come back from that?
Of course not.
No, we have. We do that. We literally came back 3-0 down from you guys a couple of years ago. Winter Wonderland.
Egal, listen. Egal, if you've got a shit car, right? If you've got a shit car and you want to get somewhere quickly, if you've got a shit car and you want to get somewhere quickly, the only way you're going to do it is there's no traffic, bro. right? Saints got to go your way. So that's what Arsenal are. The only time Arsenal are good is when things go their way. And if the team put them to the sword, they're getting sliced up like
I
whatever.
agree with that. And
Yeah, so
listen,
true.
Mikel came out and said it the other day. He said you can't just have a good squad and then think you can go into a summer window and just not continue adding. Each year you've got to keep recycling the team.
We've made the quality as well, Kesh. We've made the quality though, bro.
That's the thing about Man City, yeah. Listen, if a player could be having a good season and they will see something else and said, I think this guy can add more. Doesn't matter if that person is good or not. They'll move him on and bring someone else in. You got to keep refreshing your squad.
Can I ask you guys a
That's
question?
the problem with VAR. We didn't refresh our squad. That's why
Guys,
we are
what I'm
today.
gonna do is I'm gonna go to everyone, say your closing remarks, and then we can end it off because I gotta go do some stuff tonight. But yeah, Slens, thanks for coming, bro. What do you think of the game?
Well, you know what? Listen, I was going to ask you guys. I don't think you guys should read too much into league form, man. Because the way I see it is, I believe this is almost like postseason friendlies. Now, with all due respect, because of your league position, I think Europa League is a priority, man. I understand 3-0 down is embarrassing, but West Ham needed the points more than you do, and he still got a point. So I would say don't read too much into it. You guys know your flaws. What I would say is concentrate on it. Just beat those Sparta pricks, bro, and I'll be happy, man. I'll be happy. That's all I want.
I appreciate it, bro. Have a good one. Velvishwan, what are you saying?
Yeah, so it's a good result for Arsenal coming
See
back
you
from
next week,
3-0
right?
down.
2 weeks from
See
now.
you next week.
I
hope.
Oh no! Hopefully Liverpool wins. None of that. Cam, what are you saying? ODS.
You tell him.
Closing remarks, bro.
Yeah, man. Obviously,
man's in a. Bro, you're in an earthquake. The way your camera's shaking.
I hope we just get to the end of the season and see how summer goes, isn't it? That's all I'm looking forward to. I just want to see people leave this club, bro.
Facts. All right, bro. Have a good one, man. And then Laurie, what are you saying?
I'll back that. Literally rebuild, and hopefully we can take this Europa. This Europa is gonna make big difference to what happens in the summer. And we have got the mentality to do it. It's just, can we flipping do it?
True. All right, man. Have a good one. Sonny, what are you
The
saying?
way I say Arsenal off the top of my head, I'd say Arsenal. If they're going to go for a day out on the beach, right? They'll bring their flip flops. They'll bring their diving gear. They'll bring the sandwiches. They'll bring the beer. They'll bring everything, suntan lotion, and they'll go in the pissing rain, right? Because they'll always have something missing at Arsenal, right? And that's Arsenal's problem. So and until they start getting the best players for the best positions, everything else just goes out the window. And you know, are they going to win? Are they going to win Europa League? You might as well toss a coin. It's a coin toss, in my opinion. But thanks for letting me on, guys. Really enjoy your show. Take care.
No problem, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, and Kesh, before we go, any closing remarks?
Well, our season, yeah. What a nightmare. The future of our club is literally in the hands of the players, the manager, and the people behind the scenes. This Europa League is a must-win. And listen, we need to sort out the silly mistakes, this falling asleep when we're in a game, and we need to get it right. If these players got anything about them, any pride about them, they'll go make it happen.
Alright.
That's it for me.
Legit. Alright, man. Have a good one, bro. And yo, people, that's it. That's the post-match reaction. That is our thoughts on the game. That's our thoughts on everything. I'm going to probably throw out some more videos for the rest of the night. But honestly, let's not try to beat ourselves up about it. Go into the international break. Relax, chill, sit back, calm down. Let this whole Arsenal stress get over it. And you know what? We come back to that Liverpool game at home at the Emirates with confidence, trying to win that game. For now, signing out. Shambolic 30 minutes. The remainder of the game, they showed heart, got us back into it. We could have won it. But yeah, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. And you know what? That's been the whole season. It hasn't been good enough. Will it get better? I don't know. Can it get better? Possibly. Can it get worse? Surely it cannot get any worse than this. But yeah, I'm going to knock on wood. Have yourselves a great day, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here. See you guys soon. And don't forget, if you're new out here and you're watching this far and you haven't subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. But yo, we're out of here, people. Bang.